Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Tonight, we'll be taking a trip to a place where the sound of country music mingles with whispers from the other side. Grab your cowboy boots and your EMF meters, because we're heading to Wilder, Kentucky, just a stone's throw from Cincinnati, Ohio, to explore one of America's most haunted nightclubs, Bobby Mackey's Music World. Now, on the surface, Bobby Mackey's looks like your quintessential honky tonk. It's got live music, line dancing, and a mechanical bull. But beneath the neon lights and the cheerful twang of guitars lies a history so dark, it's drawn paranormal investigators from all over the world. For decades, staff and patrons have reported a staggering amount of unexplained activity. We're talking about disembodied voices, full-bodied apparitions, and objects moving on their own. Even the owner, country singer Bobby Mackey himself, has had experiences he can't explain. So, what makes this place such a hotspot for the paranormal? To understand that, we have to dig deep into the ground it was built on. Long before it was a music hall, the site was home to a slaughterhouse and meatpacking plant in the 19th century. The conditions were grim, and the work was brutal. One of the most prominent legends revolves around a well in the basement, often called the Well to Hell. It's said that this well was used for draining the blood and remains from the slaughterhouse. The dark energy associated with this history is believed to be one of the primary sources of the haunting. Many psychics and investigators who have visited the location claim to feel an overwhelming sense of sadness and despair emanating from this area, as if the echoes of past suffering are trapped within the very walls. But the slaughterhouse is just the first layer of this chilling story. In the 1920s, after the plant closed, the building entered a new, even more sinister chapter during the Prohibition era. It became a speakeasy and an illegal casino, attracting mobsters and a rough crowd. The lawlessness of the time led to numerous violent altercations and, according to local lore, several unsolved murders on the property. The spirits of these unfortunate souls are said to still linger, forever tied to the site of their demise. Patrons have reported seeing shadowy figures in old-fashioned clothing, and some have even heard the faint sounds of arguments and gunshots echoing through the halls late at night. The two most famous spirits said to haunt Bobby Mackey's are Johanna and Pearl Bryan. The story of Johanna is a tragic romance. She was allegedly the daughter of the man who owned the speakeasy in the 1940s. She fell in love with a singer named Robert Randall, but her father disapproved of the relationship. In a fit of despair, after her father had her lover killed, Johanna is said to have taken her own life in the basement of the building. Her heartbroken spirit is now one of the most frequently encountered entities. She's often seen as a woman in a white dress, and her distinct scent of rose perfume is known to waft through the air, particularly near the dressing rooms. Many have heard a woman's voice softly calling out a name believed to be Robert. Then there's the even more gruesome tale of Pearl Bryan. In 1896, Pearl, a young woman from Indiana, was found murdered in a field not far from the site. Her head had been severed and was never found. Her killers, Scott Jackson and Alonzo Wallen, were dental students who were later tried and executed. The legend claims that they were involved in a satanic cult and used Pearl's head in a ritual, possibly disposing of it in the slaughterhouse well. It's a horrifying story, and many believe Pearl's restless spirit roams the property, endlessly searching for her missing head. Her presence is often associated with a sudden drop in temperature and feelings of intense fear and sorrow, especially in the basement near the well. Over the years, the sheer volume of paranormal claims has been incredible. Employees have stories of jukeboxes playing on their own, specifically Tom T. Hall's song, The Ballad of String Bean and Estelle, which details a double murder. They've reported toilets flushing by themselves in empty restrooms and bar stools mysteriously stacking themselves on tables overnight. One of the longtime caretakers, a man named Carl Lawson, claimed to have been physically attacked and even possessed by a demonic entity he called the General. His experiences were so intense, they were documented in books and became a central part of the club's haunted lore. Paranormal investigation teams, including those from popular TV shows, have captured compelling evidence here. They've recorded electronic voice phenomena, or EVPs, capturing disembodied voices saying names like Johanna and sinister phrases like "get out." Thermal cameras have picked up unexplained cold spots moving through rooms, and investigators have reported being pushed, scratched, and having their equipment malfunction without explanation. Bobby Mackey's wife, Janet, has famously refused to set foot in the club for years after her own terrifying encounter, where she claimed the spirit pushed her down a flight of stairs while she was pregnant. Even Bobby Mackey himself, once a skeptic, has come to believe the place is haunted. In interviews, he's shared his own strange experiences, from seeing shadowy figures to hearing unexplained noises. He's even written songs inspired by the legends of his club, like The Ballad of Johanna. He maintains a unique perspective. While acknowledging the paranormal activity, he sees the spirits as part of the building's history, coexisting with the living who come to enjoy the music. He allows ghost tours and investigations to take place, giving the curious a chance to experience the phenomena for themselves. So, what is it about Bobby Mackey's music world? Is it a convergence of tragic events, a bloody slaughterhouse, mob-era violence, and heartbreaking personal tragedies? Or is there something more sinister at play? A portal to another dimension, as some have claimed. Whatever the cause, the stories and evidence have solidified its reputation as a place where the veil between our world and the spirit world is incredibly thin. It's a location that reminds us that some stories are so powerful, they refuse to be silenced by time, their echoes playing on long after the final chord has been struck. Have you ever been to Bobby Mackey's? Or would you dare to spend the night inside? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I love reading about your own experiences and theories. Thanks so much for joining me on this ghostly journey. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of America's most haunted places, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more explorations into the unknown. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.